starting genuine conversations with human beings. "2020 is coming. Are you ready?" It's not a marathon, it's not a race, but it's just time to reflect. Do you have the systems, strategy, community, and support in place to unfold, manifest, uplevel who you want to be as a mother, as a wife, as a human being on this earth at this time? Do you want to feel more energized and content? Do you want to feel connected in your relationships? Do you want to feel fulfilled in your work? Do you want to set boundaries like a boss? Then, now's the time to chat. We're working behind the scenes to upgrade the sales page for Mastery as we have new features coming in 2020. So we're giving a bonus to those who are quick action takers. If you head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk, LETS talk, you'll see a link to get on Sasha's calendar. When you get on Sasha's calendar, you and her are going to have a conversation about where you're at, what you want, and what you want to create next year. If she feels that you are a good fit for my coaching, then you and I will get on the phone and we'll send you more details via email. But the next step is to take that leap, because right now we're in November. And the bonus that we're going to give anyone who is accepted into the program is you're going to get 2 months of additional Mastery content for free. That is almost over $2,000. $2,000 that I'm gifting you for just being a quick action taker. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk. Stop sitting on the fence. Your life is waiting for you. Hey ladies, I am back and super excited to dive into today's topic. That was literally just inspired by my thoughts and conversations that I've been having with everyday people. And I think that this is where we're going in life. This is where we are going in marketing. This is where we are going in business. This is where we are going as human beings and personal development. It's all about community and connection. And people overcomplicate everything, absolutely everything, and say to me, "Heather, I don't have a community. There's nobody I can depend on. I feel alone. I feel isolated, and I'm overwhelmed." And the truth, that might be your current state of being. But here's the reality. The reality is we create our reality. And so my follow-up question is, great. What are you going to do about it? Great. What are you going to do about it? A few days ago, I was thinking about what I wanted to do this holiday season to give back. And every year personally, I struggle with this because there's something called giving a hand up instead of a hand out. And someone who used to be in social work and work in that industry, there's a lot of donations that come in, and I'm the type of person, everyone wants to give in a different way, but I want to make a genuine heart-to-heart impact with my dollars. So whether I'm donating money, oftentimes I'm the type of person who also likes to volunteer my time so that I can see, where the money is going. And that's just me. I love being in it with people. Donating money is one thing, but actually donating time is another. So while I was reflecting on how I wanted to give, I was thinking about unique ways to give back, especially this holiday season that might not have anything to do with the actual holiday season. So I thought about going to get gift cards for a local coffee shop, maybe $5 a gift card, and spending a few $100s, and then just giving those out to people that I'm having genuine conversations with. And then this was a thought I had. I had a thought about my animals. I love animals. And I thought, typically where I live, we don't see stray dogs. We don't see stray dogs. I mean, you see stray cats, but we typically do not see stray dogs. And if we do see a stray dog, You grab the dog, you bring it to a shelter, it gets the vet care that it requires, and hopefully it finds a home in the shelter. And then I thought about homeless people. I thought about people who don't have a home, people who do not have the basic human needs, that when we see them on the streets, what do? We don't ask them if they're okay. And typically they're a nuisance to people. The cops are called on them and they're put into a system where they're not given their basic human needs, oftentimes. And too often you will see people fundraising for humane societies and animal shelters, and people will put together organizations and to help animals. And we do this for people too, but yet why do we still see people on the street? Why is there human beings that are not getting their basic human needs met? And I know that this is a bigger problem than something I can solve myself. I've come to realize that I'm not going to save the world or change the world, but what I can do is change myself and make an impact in my little ripple effect that I have. And by telling this story, maybe it will inspire you to do something unique this holiday season too. So I know it is probably impossible that, especially if you live in a highly populated area where you're walking to work or you're just walking down the street, and here you might pass 10 people who are in need. And we see it all the time. And as someone who is highly introverted and empathetic and sensitive and all of the things you want to say, my literal heart aches every time I see somebody in need. And part of my mission of what I do here in Mom is in Control and living my own life is I have to fill my cup up first. And the more I fill my cup up, the more energy I have, and the bigger impact that I make, the more I can give. But I still have to fill my cup. And this past year, I've really had to work on the fact that my cup is full. It continues to fill. And the more the impact I make, the more I can give back. But I too, and I want you to hear this, I too have to learn how to receive, how to reap the benefits of all of my dedication and commitment to this process, that I deserve to feel good in this life. And yes, some of us will have more than others, but it's really being grateful for what you do have. And here's the message that I want you to get from today's podcast. We're not above other people just because we have more opportunity or we've been granted a privilege that somebody else didn't have, or maybe our health is better than other people's, whether it's mental or physical. But it's about how you energetically show up. Something as small as a smile can go a long way. You don't have to stop and give money every single time someone asks for it. But how are you going to be in that interaction, in that communication with that person, that human being? Our core needs as humans are to be seen, are to be heard, and are to be understood and accepted for who we are. So how can we see somebody who maybe needs to be seen? It could be a gentle smile. It could be a genuine, I hope you have a beautiful day. I love your coat. You have such a beautiful smile. To be heard, we don't always have the quote unquote time or capacity to hear every single person that's around us. But what I've discovered with myself is the more I hear myself, the more I listen to myself, the more I can feel genuinely connected to other people. So what I've decided to do this holiday season is just to have a whole bunch of coffee gift cards on me at all times. I might buy about 20 of them. And when someone asks me for money, which honestly I don't really carry cash on me that much, I might slip them a gift card and say, here you go. I don't have money, but your next coffee is on me. And it is something genuine that you can do. And it's just, maybe you can even put a little sticky note on it and say, I see you, have a beautiful day, whatever you want to say. But here's the point. I don't know why, but it really bothered me that we have protocol and we have systems for animals. It could be for disease prevention. I don't know. But we have people who genuinely care about animals. And when I look at my dogs and I think you literally get to sit here on a pillow all day and we walk you and we feed you and you do whatever the fuck you want and I even clean up your own shit. And we don't do this for our brothers and sisters. So, in the season of compassion and connection, who do you want to be? And it's not about giving a hand out, but how can you give a hand up to somebody in need this season? That's it. And guys, if you haven't been listening to me talking about Polar, it's a beautiful gift, but it's also been a beautiful gift that's been gifted to me by Polar. So if you check out Polar, I have the Polar Ignite watch, POLAR.com/mom is in control. They sent me a watch a few months back and I've been testing it out. And what does Polar have to do with the bigger picture of everything else? Yes, it is a device that, we can live without, but I'm telling you, by monitoring my sleep with their new sleep technology and often figuring out how to rest and recover quicker, it allows me to become a better leader, a better mother, a better human being. And just knowing that when we have all these devices and all of these things, when we're using it to its full capacity, we can make a bigger impact in the world. So if you're looking for that special gift for yourself or somebody else this holiday season, check out the Polar Ignite watch, POLAR.com/mom is in control. 2020 is coming. Are you ready? It's not a marathon. It's not a race, but it's just time to reflect. Do you have the systems, strategy, community, and support in place to unfold, manifest, up-level who you want to be as a mother, as a wife, as a human being on this earth at this time? Do you want to feel more energized and content? Do you want to feel connected in your relationships? Do you want to feel fulfilled in your work? Do you want to set boundaries like a boss? Then, now's the time to chat. We're working behind the scenes to upgrade the sales page for Mastery as we have new features coming in 2020. So we're giving a bonus to those who are quick action takers. If you head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk, LETS talk, you'll see a link to get on Sasha's calendar. When you get on Sasha's calendar, you and her are going to have a conversation about where you're at, what you want, and what you want to create next year. If she feels that you are a good fit for my coaching, then you and I will get on the phone and we'll send you more details via email. But the next step is to take that leap, because right now we're in November. And the bonus that we're going to give anyone who is accepted into the program is you're going to get 2 months of additional Mastery content for free. That is almost over $2,000. $2,000 that I'm gifting you for just being a quick action taker. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk. Stop sitting on the fence. Your life is waiting for you.